Hey guys, I'm Sabrina. Welcome to the Witching Hour. So I took a poll on Instagram and asked you guys what you wanted to see, and I gave you a choice, either a video about me answering questions you guys want to know or a video on the Salem's witch trials. So obviously, and to my surprise, About Me won. Don't worry, I still will be doing the Salem witch trial video, but just a little later on. So what I did was pick the top 15 questions that I got for you guys, from you guys, and I wrote them down and I'm gonna answer them. Before getting into it, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, like the video, and if you do, thank you so much. And also, never be afraid to comment down below. So question 1 is, where are you from? So I was born in New York and I grew up mainly in Florida. Then I moved back to New York and I've been here almost as long as I lived in Florida. As far as my background goes, both of my parents grew up in New York, but my dad's and his family came over to the US from Guyana, and my mom's family came over to the US from Trinidad when she was really small. So I guess it was fate for them to meet. Question 2, and I'm actually surprised you guys want to know this, but what are your favorite colors? So my absolute favorite color is green, like any shade. And overall, for colors I really love like deep, rich colors, jewel tone colors as well. So like sapphires, cobalts, emeralds, rubies, and I really love plums, navies, anything along those lines. Forest greens. Those are my colors. Ooh, this one I actually got a lot as well. So question 3 is, what did you study? So in college, I did go to college for a bit. I actually did not finish college. Life took me on a different path. That's a different story. But when I was in school, my major was biomedical engineering and my minor is business. Question 4. I always like when I get this one. How did you get interested in the witchy and magical world? So, for me, I want to say, besides my own paranormal experiences, and if you've seen my videos, you would know that my experiences started when I was really young, so it's kind of always been a part of my life. And beyond that, I guess, as I got to the point when I wasn't scared, I became curious and really liked or just became intrigued by anything related to the supernatural. So I don't know, I would say maybe it was because of my paranormal experiences, and then for as long as I could remember, I am the kid, or still am the person, that is always drawn to spooky things, old things, things involving history, energies. So I just want to make sure I answered that right. How did you get interested into the witchy magic world? I think that would be it. And then obviously when I was introduced to Harry Potter, you know, the whole notion of like this magical world, that was it. I was sold. So I hope that answers that question. Ooh, this one was fun. Question 5. What music are you into? So I don't have a specific genre that's all I listen to. I would honestly, and I do honestly, listen to a little bit of everything, from classic rock, alternative, country, R&B, rap, hip-hop, reggaeton, soca music, that's another one for any Caribbean people, classical music, trance, everything. And I mean it. So yeah, I think I have a pretty good range when it comes to what I listen to. My whole thing is like, if I like it and I hear it, I like it. And as simple as that, I guess. I look at a lot of things in life like that, actually. But yeah, so, and that's another thing, just because it's a certain genre of music, I don't just write it off because it is. Like, I'll kind of give anything a chance. But so this is the funny thing, and so I do say, like, I'll kind of listen to anything, but at the same time I'm very picky of what I listen to. So I'm not like a Nicki Minaj or a Cardi B fan, like, at all. Like, I also pay attention to lyrics. I'm one of those people. There are some things, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, for me, there are some points of crossing the lines. I do like a lot of music, but you gotta give me more than some BS. Sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. I mean, if you like it, you love it, that's you. It's not me. Next question. What is your favorite Harry Potter candy? Okay. So far, I've only tried Bertie Bott's and chocolate frogs. Only so far. So out of those two, I pick chocolate frogs hands down. I'm not a Bertie Bott's person. I do not like the flavors, but I tried it once. I figured I had to. My first Universal trip, God willing, it depends on how everything's going, should be at the end of November this year. So I'm super excited, and hopefully I get to try some new stuff, and that will probably change. One candy I do want to try, just because I think it sounds so cool, is what is it? Fizzing Whizbees. Question 7. Who is your favorite Harry Potter character and why? Okay. So I said I do look at a lot of things like this. When it comes to Harry Potter, I don't have one favorite. I have a lot of favorites for a lot of different reasons. So I'm sorry for being so vague, but characters I do love. I love Harry's character. I love Ginny's character, Luna's character. I'm a Snape lover as well. I also love Hagrid's character, Sirius Black. So, I mean, there's just some of my favorites, and like I said, I like them all for different reasons. But as far as having one favorite, it's honestly too hard for me. Too hard. Can't do it. Question 8. How old were you when you had your first paranormal activity? So I actually talk about this in my paranormal videos. I'm trying to remember, was it Paranormal My Beginning? Pretty sure that sounds about right. So my first ever experience that I could remember is from the age of 5. But I do want to say, so when I was even younger, there would be times when if I slept over like a cousin's house or something like that, they would say almost every night I would wake up like screaming and crying, and when they would ask me about it, I had absolutely no idea what they were talking about. So maybe, like, you know, to this day I don't even remember that. So maybe it's somewhat connected, but as far as experiences I could remember, 5, age of 5. Question 9. What made you start a Harry Potter themed YouTube channel? So, I am obviously very roughly mainly Harry Potter, but I do, if you guys haven't noticed that as well, want to incorporate other things I love, which includes history and the paranormal, and that's my overall goal for the witching hour. But for starting my channel in general, I've had an idea of wanting to start a channel for years, literally years. The first time I wanted to start a channel, I was about 16, I want to say, but I wanted it to mainly be a like makeup channel. I also absolutely love doing makeup and do makeup on other people. It's fun. I think it's pretty. I got pretty good at it, and I always thought like, hey, and that's when before, like YouTube makeup artists or like influencers, when it came to beauty on YouTube, wasn't as big yet, but people were doing it, and I was watching them religiously. So I always kind of played with that idea, and obviously I didn't do it. And as I got older, and obviously my love for Harry Potter was always there, I kept collecting. I had all these things, and then I don't know, it was just something I kind of always wanted to do, and I finally got myself enough courage to just be like, hey, why not, and go for it. So I started my Harry Potter paranormal kind of channel, and I'm so happy I did. And I think everything happens for a reason, and I didn't start that first channel for a reason. Question 10. Do you like any other fandoms other than Harry Potter? I get asked this a lot, actually. I think like 5 or 6 people ask me that. So here's the thing. I like other fandoms, so I think Lord of the Rings is great. It's amazing. I think the books are amazing, the movies are amazing, but at the same time, I'm not as in love with it as I am with Harry Potter, but I do love it. Star Wars, I think they're great movies. I actually have never seen all of the movies yet. I'm kind of ashamed to say that. I will work on that, but I also like the story of Star Wars. But as far as any other fandoms that like I love maybe equally as I do Harry Potter, the one I got is honestly Supernatural, and I've mentioned it before, like that's my show. I think I've been watching it in its entirety since it started running. It's still my show. It falls directly in line with things I love, and it's ending this year, which really sad about that. Anyway, question 11. What is your favorite thing about having a YouTube channel? So for this entire experience so far, I've been like up and running on my YouTube channel since May, and throughout all of this, and even with my Instagram that I connect with my YouTube pretty much, my favorite part of it all has been talking to you guys, getting to know the community and people out there. I've met some of the nicest people ever. Like, we communicate on a regular, and the support is amazing. The conversations, it's really fun to have. So yeah, honestly, it's been the people. Question 12. If you could be any Harry Potter character, who would it be? And they put in parentheses, I can't pick Harry. So if I could be any Harry Potter character, that is also a tough one for me. But one that does come to mind is actually Ginny. So I love book Ginny. I mean, I think obviously movie Ginny was still great, but I do think they like watered down her character a lot. But book Ginny is like a complete bad A. Like, she's awesome, she's spunky, she's smart, she's powerful, she's independent, and I really, really love her character. So even in my sense, I think even when you compare like book Ginny and Hermione Ginny, like they're pretty equal in the story for me. So I think that would be it. Question 13. What is your goal in life, and how often do you think about achieving it? Okay, this is a tough one. Right now, my goal in life is to just be as much as I can be and do as much as I can. Again, yeah, pretty vague answers. I have certain goals for different areas in my life, and they're ever growing, not even just changing, but they grow all the time. But as far as like a life goal would be to honestly just like live to the fullest, be around my family as much as possible, leave people feeling great after having a conversation or interaction with me, and always be better than who I was yesterday. So that is always a constant goal for me, not only on YouTube and whatever else I do outside of YouTube. It's just always be better. And I think there's always room for improvement. I don't think you ever hit a point of I have arrived, and I think that's what you kind of have to enjoy, like, you know, your process of getting to what you're meant to be. So yeah, what is your goal in life? So yeah, that's my goal, honestly. And how often do I think about achieving it? Absolutely every day. Question 14. Outside of YouTube, what do you do? Okay, so I actually work for a great financial service company. You know, I teach people about money, how it works, and what you can do to better yourself. Outside of that, we just hit 2 years. I started a small baking company with my siblings and my boyfriend, and that's kind of been an amazing journey on its own. It's still fairly new for all of us, but it's been one heck of a ride so far. So we are Doverload LLC. Shameless plug, I know. Check us out. Okay, finally, last question. Question 15. If you couldn't live in your hometown, where else in the world do you want to live most? Okay, so there's a ton of places I want to travel. There are. But I've never wanted to live outside of the US, honestly. So if I can't live in New York, and I absolutely love New York, it would still be somewhere along the East Coast. Honest to God. That's where I want to be. So I actually really love Boston, Pennsylvania, somewhere along those lines, I guess. Yeah, and that's it for questions. You know, I hope I answered everything. You guys kind of got what you wanted. This was actually kind of fun. You know, maybe I could do it again later on my channel. You guys could ask me something else. But I figured it was time that, you know, a couple months in, you guys get to know a little bit more about me. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, like the video, comment down below. Also follow me on Instagram. I'm really active on there. I post up cool stuff in my collection all the time. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying positive, and just enjoying life, I guess, right? So until next time, guys.